Good afternoon, interwebs. It's California Mondays, and I forgot to really wake up early, and I slept in really, really late. Sweet. Last week, I said that I was going to discuss the psychology around this vacation, and I guess that's what I'm going to do today. I'm also going to preface this by saying that I'm going to cry, because there's a lot of emotion. Hopefully I don't, but I don't know. It's a possibility. A lot of my life, I have stayed in New York. When I went to college, I wanted to apply to DC, to Gallaudet, which is a deaf university that has hard of hearing students, blah, blah, blah. And my dream was to go there. Like, my dream to go there. But my mom wouldn't let me apply to it. I think she didn't want me to move far away, and I think her having a daughter with quote-unquote special needs and me being learning disabled and have a couple of neurological problems, and I think it kind of scared her half to death. Plus the fact that I am bipolar, so that's an added incentive of being very afraid for her kid. So I went to Dowling, and then I ended up going to Nassau. So I've essentially stayed on Long Island and in New York for all of my life. I've gone out of the country 4 times to see family in Argentina, and I've gone to California, and I will make it 2 times out of my life. But I've never really lived anywhere else, and I'm starting to regret that decision. I feel as though, while I love my family to death, and I love being a part of New York, I really don't see myself in it anymore. A couple of weeks ago, I started thinking, what has me attached to New York? And I couldn't think of a thing. And that's funny, considering I take care of an 8-year-old when my mom needs me to, and basically all the time. I pick her up from school. If she has a birthday party to go to, I take her. If there's anything else, if my cousin needs me to take care of her kids, I'll do it. It's a whole lot of stuff that my family, if my grandmother needs something, I'll do it. I'll help her out. If my mom needed something done that she forgot to do, I'll do it. I have the car for a limited amount of time. And my best friend Amada, who lives probably about 2 miles away from me, maybe a little bit more. I can only see her for an hour, if maximum, and my nephew. So I really don't get a lot of time to spend. My grandmother is 91 years old and really can't be left alone. Not that all of her faculties are intact and everything, and she's quicker than most people, and she can be hysterical when she wants to be. However, I'm not a caretaker. They're not my kids, and to be honest, I feel a little underappreciated, and I'm starting to wonder if me staying in New York the rest of my existence is really something that will make me happy. Now, I know what you all are thinking. I can get home. Anyone who's known me has known me my entire existence. I went to sleepaway camp, and I was homesick the first 2 weeks and wanted to go home. Wrote home to my family and said, take me home. I think this is different. I lived on my own for a year with my ex, Jester, and that was great, aside from some problems. But what couple doesn't have problems? But that was the light of my life that I'm trying to get back, and I don't think I can do it here. So that brings me as to the point as to why I started making Cali Mondays, to explain the possibility of me moving to the West Coast. It has been a really crazy idea. Part of this trip is to see if I feel the same way I did 11 years ago when I got off that plane. Where I got off the plane and I saw David, and keep in mind we were dating at the time. That is neither here nor there. But I felt the heat. I looked out it, and the first couple of days I was there, I thought to myself and thought, I could live here. I felt such a strong attraction to the West Coast, and I've never really forgotten about it. Even though David and I had broken up, and we're still friends to this day, God don't know how long, shit, 10, 11 years? June 27th will be 11 years. I never truly had forgotten about it. And I miss it dearly. And if I feel the same way I did, there's going to be a lot of videos of me packing and getting the balls to tell my mom, and which I don't know how I'm going to tell my mom, but I'll figure it out. I always do. I mean, it's been on my mind for a while. It can go one of two ways: either betrayal, or if this is what you need to do, then this is what you need to do. I'm hoping it's the latter of the two, but we'll see what happens. Just a quick note for anyone who actually does follow my fucking channel, and for some reason I'm going to ask why that you put up with me. I appreciate your love and support and subscribing and all that. I'm changing this from Cali Mondays to West Coast Wednesdays. Just seems to make a whole lot of sense with the name, and I'm lazy. And between the Interweb Girls and this, I think I should at least spread out my filming. So next Wednesday, we'll come back and we'll talk about the food that I'm excited about in California. Because, man almighty, we gotta discuss some shit. I love you guys so much to death. Thank you so much for subscribing and supporting me and staying around for as long as I've been. I've been on YouTube for almost 10 years. And while I may not be the big name on the site, I really do appreciate you guys following and keeping up and commenting. And I'm trying to... The YouTube comment system and message system really is screwed up, and I'll try to comment back more, and I'm trying really to get involved and go back in the channel comments. And I'm sorry if it's been like 3 years since I responded lately, because again, screwed up. But thank you for coming and watching. See you soon on the Interweb Girls, and see you soon here, and subscribe and rate and all that jazz. And if you like this, hey, share it with your friends. I don't know. Love you guys to death. Okay, bye.